Hi everyone, this is Kathy with McCrafty Studio, and today is November 2nd, 2025, and I'm just coming on for a quick video to give you just a couple updates on my stitching. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for all of those who have recently subscribed, and thank you for all of those who are returning. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm super excited to have the Christmas stitching bug, and I'm very anxious to kind of get this floss tube done so I can get back to stitching. So the first thing, I finished some ornaments, not just finished stitching, but fully finished. And these ornaments were from Stitching with the Housewives. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting off camera to kind of pull these over here a little bit quicker. And these were roundabout ornaments that were released in December of 2024. You can get those off of, I think, their Etsy shop, or you can go to Fat Quarter Shop and get these. But the first one up is Hello Santa. And I stitched all of these on a 20 count brown paper Ada by Xjude Design, and the colors I used were Anchor Black, Bamboo, and Ribbon Red. She actually called for in her patterns Ribbon Red, Black Coffee, and I believe Vanilla Custard. Then the next one up was The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Believe in the Magic. Farm Fresh, Christmas. And then this particular pattern comes with a bonus pattern called Season's Greetings. And that's what that looks like. And I'm going to insert a picture with all 5 of them here. And I wanted to mention, I did get these snowflakes from Hobby Lobby. They actually were stand-up. They come in different colors. They have glittery ones, they have black, they have white, they have silver, blue. They have all kinds of different colors, but I drilled a hole in the top so I can use this. And then the diameter of this particular snowflake is about 4 inches. So the center part is about 2 inches in diameter. So, but I wanted to give an update. If you use a higher count fabric, like a 32 or a 28, or even an Ada, like a 14, 16, 18, what'll happen is that the circle will just come out a little bit more. So if you are considering like a 14 count Ada, it'll come out to about right here. So these tips will be the only thing that you see. And so those were fully stitched and fully finished. So I can add 5 to both lists on my goals for 2025. So I have 5 additional stitch projects and 5 full finishes to add to that. I have been anxious to get my modern folk embroidery, the Hälsingland Blommer, completed. And I'm really was trying to get a finish this month, but that didn't work out. I didn't have as much stitching time as I would have liked, but here it is. I've gotten quite a little bit of progress. I finished that the center border here. Let me clip this so it's a little bit easier for me to demonstrate, I guess. So I finished stitching this part here, and then I started down in this corner, and I'm almost done with that corner. So I'm gonna try to push to get this done. There's a lot of stitching that's calling me. I'm really into Christmas stitching. I'm really into flower stitching. I'm really into wanting, you know, I don't know, I just been really have the stitching bug, probably because I haven't had a lot of time to stitch. So anyway, but that is some of the stitching progress that I have made. My next stitching thing that I started was Anton Ufendale, and I started this with my friend Tara. Here is the pattern. And I think in my last video I said I was going to get out of doing the over one. That's not exactly accurate. These flowers right here are over one. So, which is fine, it's fine. But I did get a start on that, and let's see, I'm stitching this on a 40 count desert taipan from Fox and Rabbit, and I am using the called for DMC, and then that's my minimal start. So that was part of the Zoom meeting. I was chatting a lot during that, so I didn't get a lot of stitching done, but there is that progress. And the next one I'm super excited about is Painted Flowers. It is by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I saw this color conversion, I think made by Michelle McGraw. She just held up the floss and she said that this is the version from Keepsakes, and I fell in love with it because, again, I'm really into the stitching the flowers. And this actually started on November 1st. I need to post my progress on the video, but here this is on, I'm doing mine on a 40 count Red Dirt Road, I believe, by Legacy, and then the color conversion is from Keepsakes. So I ordered that. I just called them up and ordered that, and I think they have a picture of the finished item on their Instagram. If you have Instagram, you can check that out. But Contented Needle Worker Kim, she reached out to me and asked if I would like to do a sal with her, and of course I would do more of a start along. Hopefully, I already have a finish in mind for this. I have an alternate finish. So I found that if I know the finish that I'm gonna do, I have a tendency to be a little bit more consistent in trying to get some of those stitches done, because I want to have that particular piece done and on display in my home. But we do have a hashtag, and it's hashtag Painted Flowers SAL. It's either stitch along or start along. There is a chat that's going on as well, and again, this is all on Instagram. I tend to not, like, I do a lot of work on the computer at my job, and so typically when I come home I kind of am technically tired, so I don't post as often as I should, and all of that. But I will try to post my progress and post some more pictures and stay involved with that chat, because I think it's really cool. So it's been really fun this past month for October, because I started to stitch along with my friend Tara, and then I've started to stitch along with Kim, the Contented Needle Worker Kim, and I've met some cool new people. So anyway, I just love the stitchy people. I am going to go over some new purchases. This isn't going to be a long video. Again, I'm kind of talking a little fast, only probably because I really want to get back to stitching. But I wanted to get on here and do a little bit of an update. So the first thing up, I purchased, when I showed my Britomart sampler, I ordered Maria Cerrone. It's a 5-piece sampler. You can get it from the attic, and I'm looking for a picture of it now, because the picture on the patterns aren't the same. They did a color conversion for their silks. So I purchased the pattern. Again, it's 5 pieces. Whoops. So hopefully that will have stayed. But that picture came from the attic. And Maria Cerrone. It's 5 pieces. That's what it looks like. And I ordered the linen and the silks, of course. And the linen I'm going to be stitching it on. It looks like Fox and Rabbit hog bristle. And it's a 36 count. So that's what I got. And then, of course, the called for silks. So there's that. The other thing I ordered, I was super excited about this. I saw this on Fat Quarter Shop, and it's The Garden of Quilts. It's by Lori Holtz. And then I ordered the floss pack. And then it called for 36 count milk and honey. And I ordered that as well. So I got that from Fat Quarter Shop. Let's see. Oh, I got some 32 count cat's whiskers linen. It's by Tabby Cat Linen. I got this from Hobby House Needleworks. It's very kind of light bluey linen. So I got a cut of that. And I stopped off at the Colorado Cross Stitcher. I consider that my local needlework shop. And I've always wanted to do Button Up by the Prairie Schooler. So she had that in her shop, so I picked that up. And I'm going to keep all the colors the same with the exception. I'm going to change out the red to a blue, some kind of blue. I'm not sure which one will look best, but I have always wanted that pattern, so I got that. I did pick up some fabric. I picked up, it looks like a 32 count sapphire fabric, and that is by Fiber on the Whim. And in Sherry's shop, she has some donated patterns, and she sells them for like $1, and all of the proceeds go to, and I'm not sure if an animal shelter or the Humane Society, but something to do with the animals there in Colorado. And somebody had brought in several patterns by Lavender and Lace, and also Told in the Garden. So I picked up a couple of those, and I picked up Song of the People. And I picked up this other Santa. I have 2 other Santas, but I don't have this one. And it was called Gift of Peace is what it's called. So I got that Santa. And then I have several friends in my Stitchy group that are teachers. So I picked up this pattern. I thought maybe one of them will want it. Turns out one of them did. But yeah, it is called, I'm not really sure because it's covered up. But it's basically a teacher, 2 little kiddos, and a stack of books. So it's very cool. I got a unicorn pattern from Mirabilla, and it's the Lady of the Flag. Somebody has let me borrow this, and I'm super excited about this. So I'm debating. I haven't had a chance to work on Celebration by Rosewood Manor, but I might see if I can get that done for the 250th for 2026. I'm not sure. But I am looking at doing mine on blues. I considered changing out. I've seen some color conversions online with the dress being blue, but I think I'm going to stick with the original color with the yellows and things instead of making it blue. But I am looking at these 2 different fabrics, and I think I'm going to go with the darker one. So this is Celestine, I think, by Fiber on the Whim, and then this one is Mercedes by Picture This Plus. And I'm leaning more towards it is Mercedes, isn't it? Yeah, Mercedes. I'm leaning more towards the Mercedes. So I think that would look really pretty with the Lady of the Flag. So someone let me borrow that. So thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. And I have a couple of plans. I will be gathering up all of the supplies. I'm going to do the Jingle Ball this year. This is the first time I'm going to be doing that. So I'm super excited. I signed up for a couple of the classes. I will be doing the Pears by Annie B's Folk Art. I did like the Snow Globes by Liz Matthews. I signed up for that as well. And then I think it's Stacy Nash with the Little Gingerbread Man. So I got those PDFs for those classes, and I will be working on kitting those up. And yeah, so again, this is the first year I'm going to do it, so I'm a little like, I don't know how this is really going to work and that kind of thing, but I am excited for those particular patterns, and I'm excited to meet some new people. And so yeah, so I'm going to be doing that this year. Some other things, like I said, I have the stitching bug for Christmas. So I mentioned in my last video, I wanted to get Merry Christmas done by JBW Designs. I'm gonna be starting that this week, most likely. But I picked out some fabric. It's Spindrift. It was by Cedar River. This is on 40 count. And then I picked out some, because it's two colors, it's a green and a red. So I picked out Holiday Green by Gloriana. And then I also picked out Poinsettia by Gloriana. So two beautiful Christmas colors, but that is what my plan is for Merry Christmas by JBW Designs. I also have a meetup, a Zoom meetup with some of my Stitchy friends, and we are going to start or work on a work in progress that's Christmas related. So I am going to be starting Quaker Christmas Star by Liz Matthews. So that will be started. I am going to use Spindrift, and then I changed out the colors on this. The red will still be the red, and I'm debating on making this a cardinal because I do like my cardinals. But yeah, I am going to be starting that with my friends. The next thing I wanted to mention, so I picked up this pattern, Falling Snow by Shannon Christine. And she has another pattern, which I already have, called Winter Snowfall. And I am changing this out. I picked out a navy dyed effect. It's a printed fabric. And part of the problem with this, I'm still going to use the same fabric, but I'm going to have to turn it because I started too far in, and it's not going to be wide enough for the picture, and it's not serged on the sides. But this is my start, and I've decided I'm going to do a different colorway for Winter Snowfall, but I'm going to keep the same colorway that I selected for the Falling Snow. And I'm just going to turn it over and start and make sure that the margin is a little bit further over so I have enough room to go across. But I'm looking forward to getting that started because I do like those winter scenes, and it's a really pretty pattern. And then finally, my birthday's in December. So I'm gonna do a birthday start, and I have just one chatelaine pattern, and it is the Peacock Mandala. So I'm going to start this for my birthday this year, and I am slowly but surely gathering all of the materials. Just a moment. I had to pause there for a second. My puppy girl was drinking some water, and it sounds like she's going to start eating here in a minute. But this is the pattern I'm going to start for my birthday. It's a big birthday, so I will be starting that. So I'm in the process of gathering all of the supplies to start that particular pattern. So I think that about covers everything that I was going to go over today. So hopefully it's a short video. I'm sure it's going to be less than 30 minutes. And so hopefully there won't be too many commercials after it reaches so many views. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good fall. Happy Thanksgiving. I probably won't do another video until after Thanksgiving, and most likely after Jingle Ball is probably when I will be doing the next FlossTube. So I do want to just follow back up, circle back around. If anybody wants to join me with a chatelaine stitch, it doesn't have to be the peacock one, but that's what I'll be doing for my double nickel birthday. And I'll be starting that in December. And then also to the painted flower style, it's stitch along, start along. So anybody's welcome. It's really fun to see everybody's progress, and it's really just a beautiful pattern. I'm considering actually even stitching it a second time on how it's called for. So we'll see how that goes, just because I love stitching flowers, and we'll see. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate all of those new subscribers that have come my way, and a couple of the people who have mentioned me. I know Kim, the Contented Needleworker Kim, has mentioned my channel, as well as the Mud Creek Stitcher. So I will list those stations or channels below, and you need to check them out if you haven't done so already. They're all of them are very nice. So anyway, I do want to thank you for stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully I'll see you guys at the Jingle Ball, a few of you. I'm looking forward to that. And just happy stitching, happy crafting, and happy fall. Talk to you soon. Bye.